Hello, Master speaking. 2% bigger brain? How running helps improve our lifetime memory. Why should I care? We all know running is good. We've been taught the gym teacher back in elementary school, in high school too. We're forced to run every day, and we say, it's for your obesity, you don't want to get fat when you get old, or just because you had to do some exercise running. But as we grow up, we have choices not to do anything. We come home late at 7, we're tired, we just want to start the nice chicken dinner, or you just want to start watching Netflix, lying down on the couch, so comfy, we just want to go out and running, it's kind of cold, and you sleep late to a Netflix or Amazon Prime, even though you set an alarm the next day, and you end up snoozing it 5, 6, 7 times, and it's already 7:30 a.m. It's time for breakfast. I was gonna run today, this morning, before going to work, but maybe next day, and then it just keeps happening. In fact, only 24% of young adults run, and this gets worse when you get older. By the time you hit 50, only 10% runs. So most people don't run. And why is it a problem? Today's about brain, it's not about obesity, even though that would be a good topic as well. It keeps our brain capability for a long time, keeps it healthy, and it maximizes its potential, so it increases what you can do with your brain. I'm going to talk about it more, of course. This video is for those who are thinking about running already, but haven't had a chance that much. This kind of knowledge, by doing this certain action, gives you this benefit. That causality calculation actually helps us withhold this temptation against Netflix or getting lazy. It's good to know what exactly you're getting out of it. And for those of you who are not thinking about running, so hopefully this video changes your mind by the time you finish watching it. Even if you're not, this knowledge can be shared with your family members. Maybe you have a parent who is aging, they can definitely use this one. So today I'm going to go over 2 research findings. One is exercising training, running increases the brain size. What is that? So the study is by University of Pittsburgh back in 2011. They got 120 older adults. They are about 65 in average, women and men. So they divided into 2 groups. For one group, they asked them to moderately exercise aerobic, so basically running, 3 days a week for 1 year. So it was on the treadmill, and it was walking, slightly harder walking, just enough to get your breath going. So it was from 30 to 100 meters a minute, and they started from 10 minutes initially and gradually increased it to 40 minutes as they progressed. I think it took them about 7 weeks to gradually increase. It involved 5 minutes stretch before and after this exercise. For the other group, they asked them to do a stretch or some muscle work, not too heavy, but with dumbbells, resistance band. These are what you stretch out. You remember they are 65 years old, can't do that much tough one. And balance exercise, so those balance ball that bounces back and forth, or yoga. And what they found was, yes, this aerobic, those people who walked fast, increased the size of this hippocampus. How much? 2%. Imagine your brain literally got 2% bigger. So this 2% is equivalent to about 1 to 2 years of your brain loss. So for those who didn't do running or walking and instead did some yoga or some stretching only, their brains got smaller. It was about 1.4% decline. You might wonder like, what's the change, right? What's the dynamic? For those of you who don't know, hippocampus, we start to lose the volume of hippocampus, but it accelerates when you hit middle age. And it's especially true for women. And throughout your entire life, you lose about 20% of the entire volume. So, it's sad, but it's also good news. If you do some exercise, aerobic exercise, your volume not only maintain the same size, it increase your volume so you can not keep you stay the same age, but get you younger. And there was additional benefit, boosted spatial memory, increased gray and white matter in the prefrontal cortex, and they're responsible for spatial memory. What is spatial memory for? It's responsible for remembering where things are or reading maps. Those are trivial examples. Overall, does visual thinking, problem solving, or abstract thinking. So jobs that require a lot of spatial memories are architect, physicist, software engineers, astronomers, flight pilot, graphic designers. It also increases BNDF. What is it? It's a protein responsible for growth and maintaining your nerve cells. So they're all goodies. And now you might be thinking, so this might be good for elderly, but what about me? Like, I'm still young. Can we still get this benefit? There was another study for you. So this is from University of North Carolina in 2011. So effects of acute exercise in long-term memory. So they tested long-term memory by asking 2 paragraphs or 2 sentences each. They were asked immediately after hearing those paragraphs, whatever they remember, and they are asked again 35 minutes later. And this is to mimic the long-term memory, not just working memory, but whatever you tend to store for different areas in your brain. This is called guild memory test. This is a standardized test used in experiments for this type of purposes. So before and after the test, they were asked to do some cycling. So, followed by initial 5-minute warm-up, they were asked to bike. This is like a gym bike for 30 minutes. Average heart rate was 140 beats per minute. It's definitely a lot faster than the first experiment. In average, depends on you, of course, your athletic capability, but in average, it's about 7.5 miles an hour. It's about 12 kilometers an hour on a treadmill. It's about like running a little bit harder, than jogging. But it's not dashing, like it's not like running crazy. You just feel about right, it feels like you've done some exercise after. Again, like if you're athletic, this changes to harder one. Like you need to push your limit a little bit, or you just need to adjust it with your capability, like limit. So what they found out was exercising before the memory test enhanced the most result. It was 58% improvement. That's a lot. Imagine if you didn't run beforehand, you forget about 58%. So it's 1.5 times more memory stored in your brain. It's quite big. And the key part is they exercise before the test. What about the ones who did after? Yes, the result was slightly better, but it's not as nearly as better as exercising before the test. I think it was about 10%. So what can you do with this knowledge? Well, of course, start running. Like, it's nice weather, it's summer now. You know, if you're not outdoor guy, you can do also condo if you have a gym there, or you know, you can get a membership. You can choose the one near your work or near your house. It might be still closed with coronavirus, but things are slowly opening up. They might have a special discount for new members, so it might be a good time to go there. When we need to schedule this habit beforehand, like, do you want to do it every day? Is it too rough? Maybe every other day, or like only on the weekend? Before school is recommended if you want to learn as much from during the school time. So remember, like, doing exercise before whatever you want to memorize it has the biggest impact. So you might want to wake up early and start running before going to school, or you are at work, you want to pick up new skills or study for new topics, read some hard text that you want to remember. Maybe it's better to run after work and study some text before going to the bed. And there are other apps that you can use for running. Strava, Adidas Runner, Nike Plus Run Club, Fitbit. With its watch, they have apps and watch as well. They're all free, except, I guess, unless you want to buy a watch. It helps you track your route and how much you've run or how fast you run. Measuring your effort helps in many ways. Like, it turns your running into gamified version. So maybe you want to decide to boost your best record by how fast you can run or how long you can run or how many days you run in straight. You will no longer require willpower that way. Or you want to share updates with your friends. This kind of social commitment helps you keep going as well. You can motivate each other. You know, you run this much today and your friend run this much today, and tomorrow, you know, you can have some kind of like healthy competition there too. You can also check out their running coach videos. It's a premium plans. It's for advanced people if you are only interested. They are free to use it, just for tracking. And you can also check out running shoes, especially if you want to run outside. You know, there's the Nike Zoom Pegasus. A couple years ago, maybe 4 years ago, like in my previous company, part of social involvement. There was a Nike store that was doing a promotion with corporations, and one day we all went to the store, changed the shoes to this Pegasus, and we had like they took us around the city with their like running program, and man, the shoes were really good. Like, I was never really a shoes guy. Like, I thought all shoes were kind of the same, but this one, like, I really felt like I could run forever and much faster than previously. It's not an endorsement, like, I'm just saying it because I really, like, it did leave me impression. There are many brands, of course, like running shoes brands, like Brooks, Asics, it's the Japanese one. Honkawawa, it's a new company. You can look them up, and the pace is completely up to you. As I mentioned, like, it really depends on how much your heart can take. So if you want to take it one step further, you can actually measure your heart rate and then check how much running is most beneficial to you. But you don't need to run like crazy. It just needs to be just enough, a little bit, and you feel the weight kind of exercise amount. So thanks for watching. If you like the video, please hit like or subscribe. I'm making a video about how to improve our lives with scientific findings. Don't forget to check out about Kaffae extension. It boosts your memory, critical thinking, and self-reflection from reading, and it's free. So see you and enjoy running.